Here at Langley, they line up side by side. It is the Pepsi Grand Stocks. They come to life, and Mark Claire leads the field down. Side by side, Robbie Parker and Paul Lubno, the 14. The 11 underneath, Tommy Sweeney trying to make a move and get up there as quick as he can. In fourth, 55, Joe Britt up there in fifth, being challenged by Ricky Derrick. 77 also, Carl Livingston. And they're going at it pretty quick. This is a 40-lap event here at Langley Speedway, the Grand Stocks from Pepsi. And up front, it's the 7 of Mark Claire, followed by Robbie Parker, Paul Lubno, Tommy Sweeney, and Joe Britt in the top 5. But here goes Ricky Derrick underneath. He slides it sideways out of 4. He takes 5th. The 3 is off the pace. Jack Robinson in the 3. Hugs the bottom of the racetrack down between turns 1 and 2. Now back on the racetrack up to the racing with the 55. And the 0, Andrew Condrey, cuts underneath. The 55 of Joe Britt. 4th position. That's for 6th. Ricky Derrick, he's got a fast car. So does the 11 of Tommy Sweeney. He challenges the 19 of Robbie Parker for that 2nd spot. 3 laps into the race. Jack Robinson takes his car, number 3, into the pits. Got some great racing a little bit further back. Rodney Boyd coming through the field. Gets to the inside of Andrew Condrey in the 0. He slides up. 55, Joe Britt is there. So is Mark Fry in car 29. Good battle for the 2nd spot. Tommy Sweeney being challenged by the 11. Now the 19, Robbie Parker being challenged by Tommy Sweeney right there, the 11. The 14, Paul Lubno in 4th. 5 laps completed. Mark Claire about 3.5 to 4 car lengths ahead of Robbie Parker, the 19 in 2nd. The 11 of Tommy Sweeney 3rd. Paul Lubno the 14 4th. Ricky Derrick in the top 5 in the 8. Then Carl Livingston in 6th and 77. The 9 car, Rodney Boyd in 7th. Joe Britt, the 55, 8th. Mark Fry, the 9th position in car 29. Then Andrew Condrey in the 0 and 10th. 11th, Billy Fisher in 21. Michael Waters in the 2. Billy Newman in 13th position in 54. Sean Scavell in the 6 car in 14th. And Jack Robinson, the 3, is out of this event. Rodney Boyd now and Ricky Derrick, they go at it for the 5th position. These guys have had some heated battles before this year. Ricky Derrick, championship winner in 2009, 10, and 11. He's on the outside of Rodney Boyd, driving the number 9. 1 win last year for Rodney Boyd. Rodney's got 2 wins this year. Rodney Boyd of Yorktown with Charlie's Auto Repair, Thomas Ruffin, Crystal's Hair Studio. Another great battle here between the 77 Carl Livingston and the 29 of Mark Fry. And then this battle, Michael Waters to the inside of the 21 machine of Billy Fisher. They battle for 11th. Ricky Derrick leads the points over Tommy Sweeney, Paul Lubno, Rodney Boyd, and Mark Fry in the top 5. Good battles right here. Joe Britt trying to hold off the 0. Andrew Condrey cuts underneath down the back straightaway. They're battling for 9th. Up front, they're closing in on our leader, Mark Fry. Robbie Parker right there in 2nd, being challenged by the 11 of Tommy Sweeney. The 11 in 3rd spot, just ahead of Paul Lubno, about 3 car lengths. Now make it 2 as Lubno closes in as these guys are racing. Carl Livingston dives underneath Ricky Derrick down the front straightaway, also 4th position. And that is for 6th. As this side-by-side battle rages on the back straightaway, Tommy Sweeney down low. Robbie Parker on the outside as they fight for 2nd spot. This allows the 7 of Mark Claire to pull away. He's about 8 car lengths ahead of these 2. Now Tommy Sweeney makes the pass. Now Lubno, the Keller car, the 14 closing in on the QSNL. Number 19 of Robbie Parker. Rodney Boyd is there in the Charlie's Auto Repair, number 9. He's in 5th. Mark Fry and the Ricky Derrick, number 8. They battle for the 7th position. Good side-by-side battle now at the exit of turn number 2. Lubno on the outside, Rodney Boyd down low. 14 laps completed out of 40 for the Pepsi Grand Stocks. Three wins this year for Ricky Derrick, who leads the points. 142 to Tommy Sweeney with 140. 138 for 3rd spot. Lubno for the points. 2 wins for Rodney Boyd, who is 4th in points. And in 5th, Mark Fry in the 29. Joe Britt started out pretty fast, but he's fallen back a little bit, being challenged now by Billy Smiley Newman in the 54. 16 laps completed. It's still pretty tight from 2nd, 3rd spot, 4th and 5th. 77, Carl Livingston still trying to hold off Mark Fry in the 29. Lap number 17. There's the 11 of Tommy Sweeney from Hampton, Virginia. Clark General Contracting, Tommy Sherwood Plumbing, and Mudsy's Grill in Pembroke Avenue. There's the 19. Robbie Parker racing side by side, door to door, gets a good fight at the exit of turn number 2. In the QS&L Rear and Associates and Affordable Transmissions, number 19. But look at him sideways, 3 wide as they make their way down the front straightaway. Rodney Boyd makes the pass on Robbie Parker, gets into the 11 of Tommy Sweeney, spins him around. He spins himself out down at the bottom between turns 1 and 2. The 14 machine almost got into it. Lubno, but stayed out of it. These guys going for it, racing 3 wide. We knew something was going to happen, and it did. 19 laps into a 40-lap event here at Langley Speedway. Robbie Parker, the 11 of Tommy Sweeney, the 9 of Rodney Boyd getting into it. Cone rule was in effect from St. Leo University. And a couple of guys decided to use it, including Rodney Boyd, the 19 of Robbie Parker. And Robbie's on the inside. 7, Mark Claire, continuing to lead the race. Let's see what he can do on the restart in about a half a lap when the green flag flies. St. Leo University cone rule came into effect. And Lubno, he will join the rear of the field after he came into the pits, made some adjustments. All right, here we go. They line up side by side. Mark Claire gets a good start. Mark Fry used the cone rule, so did Rodney Boyd. Billy Newman, the 24, Billy Fisher, and Joe Britt near the rear of the field. But up front, Mark Claire takes over where he left off. He's about 5 to 6 car lengths now ahead of Robbie Parker. The 9, Rodney Boyd, 29, Mark Fry, 77, Carl Livingston. 20 laps into it, we're halfway through the race. They got the halfway sign. Carl Livingston making a move down on the inside with Mark Fry trying to take that position away. That is 4th position. Ricky Derrick is there trying to get that top 5 from Fry in the 29. Ricky Derrick makes the pass on Mark Fry, but he's challenging on the outside just ahead. It's the 77, Carl Livingston. Carl from Seaford with Bruce Livingston Custom Builders and Gene Nichols helping him out. Sponsorship for 2012. Ricky Derrick looking for more sponsorship as we got a spin right here. Billy Smiley Newman, no caution flag. He gets it going. We're still underway. No harm, no foul. Mark Claire is wondering where all that smoke is coming from. And he keeps on going. He's in the lead. Ricky Derrick still racing with the 77 of Carl Livingston for 4th position. Ricky Derrick with Gene Nichols, carburetors, distributors, and rear end sponsoring that Chevrolet this year. 3 track championships in the Grand Stock Division in 2009, 10, and 11, and 3 wins last year. Ricky Derrick with 3 wins this year. 2 for Rodney Boyd, 1 for Mark Claire, looking for number 2 tonight. He's in a good spot to get that. He's about a half a straightaway ahead of the 19 of Robbie Parker. Rodney Boyd back to 3rd spot. Carl Livingston 4th. Ricky Derrick in 5th, being challenged by Mark Fry now on the inside. Here goes Fry making a move. The Mike Newman collision. Number 29 hoping not to collide with the 8 as he inches his way around turns 1 and 2. Good battle for the 2nd spot continues between Rodney Boyd and Robbie Parker. They've swapped that a little bit, and looks like it's going to change again. Here goes Boyd again on the inside, working his way back up through the field. After that spin between 1 and 2 to bring out our last caution flag, they rub a little bit on each other. Mark Claire gets around Billy Newman. And here goes Rodney Boyd. Second spot. "27 laps completed, 13 laps to go. Ricky Derrick still trying to get back by the 77 of Carl Livingston. One more race to go after this, the modifieds for another 25-lapper. Ricky Derrick with a good battle raging on between himself and Carl Livingston. Carl is 8th in the points, looking for his first win of the year. Up there in the top 5 again. He's been very consistent in the top 5 every race, the 77. Ricky Derrick almost to that inside. Ricky Derrick, 30 years of age, from Newport News. Mark Claire started the race on the pole, did not look back. Lugno had a few problems. He's now at the rear of the field. Had a fast car earlier in the race. Good battle right here coming out of turn number 2 as the 11 of Tommy Sweeney tries to get his way back up to the front. He's currently in 9th. And now make that 8th as he gets by the 0 of Andrew Condrey. Billy Fisher also, he is trying to move up just inside the top 10. And look at this great battle between the 29. Down low, Mark Fry. Robbie Parker on the outside of the 19. A spin by Billy Newman again on the front straightaway. He's still going. The caution flag comes out, though, for the second time for the Grand Stock Division from Pepsi. A 40-lap race. We've got 9 laps to go. They'll go back to the last green flag completed lap. Bush, Kevin Harvick, Michael Annett, Justin Allgaier. Kentucky Motor Speedway, where the Sprint Cup cars will race tomorrow night. And Matt Kenseth, who leads the points, announced this past week, like we were talking about earlier, that he is leaving Roush. We don't know where he's going to go, but an announcement is coming up soon. Some people speculate it's going to be Joe Gibbs Racing. And they think if that's the case, he might be taking over for Joey Logano. And where's Logano going to go? He's got a few options. Also, some other drivers. Martin Truex, wondering what he's going to do in the Cup Series. So all that should be announced real soon as silly season begins for the Cup guys. They line up side by side. Here we go. It's the final 9 laps of the Pepsi Grand Stock race at Langley Speedway, and Mark Claire gets a good start. A couple of cars decide to use the St. Leo University cone. One of those is the 11. Tommy Sweeney was back in the 8th position, but now he finds himself battling for the 3rd spot. Mark Fry underneath and makes the pass. Robbie Parker, the 19, to the inside of Tommy Sweeney as they race side by side for 4th position. Then you got Billy Fisher, the 55, Joe Britt, the 8, Ricky Derrick, and Carl Livingston to the outside. What a great race this is. Make a little contact here between 3 and 4. Rubbin is racing. 21 Billy Fisher, the sideways dirt, tracking it out of 4 that time. Ricky Derrick battling Joe Britt. Joe Britt sideways. He's almost about to lose it, but he hangs on to it. Just ahead of the 77, Carl Livingston. Just a few more laps to go, and again, Joe Britt sideways, and Livingston down low in the 77 makes the pass. That is a battle for 9th position. Now Michael Waters, he says a top 10 always looks better than 11th. He goes to the inside of Joe Britt. He's slinging it sideways between turns 1 and 2, trying to get as low as he can on the racetrack, along with the 77 of Carl Livingston, challenging the 0 now, Andrew Condrey, for 8th position. Great racing back here in the pack between Michael Waters, the 55, Joe Britt. And just ahead, Carl Livingston made the pass on the 0 of Andrew Condrey. Now here goes Lugno, the 14, underneath the 55, moving back up. Made some adjustments to his automobile and trying to get into the top 10 in the 14 Keller car. Keller Williams Realty on the side of the 14 for Lubno. 3 laps to go. Paul Lubno, a champion at Langley in the Grand Stocks in 97, 2007, and 2008. He knows how to get it done, just the car is not cooperating with him tonight. 2 laps to go. Mark Claire, comfortable lead over Rodney Boyd in the 9. 29, Mark Fry in the 3rd spot. 19, Robbie Parker in 4th. And the 11 of Tommy Sweeney with the top 5 finish shaping up as the white flag is in the windshield of Claire. 1 lap to go. Mark Claire has 1 win in 2012. This would make win number 2 for the season. For the number 7, Mark Claire is going to see the checkered flag and win race number 2 for the year. He ties Rodney Boyd with 2 wins. Ricky Derrick with the most wins this year. He's got 3, and Ricky Derrick outside the top 5 in this race. So after 40 laps of competition, Mark Claire wins over Rodney Boyd. Mark Fry, Robbie Parker, and Tommy Sweeney in the top 5. Billy Fisher, Ricky Derrick, Carl Livingston, Andrew Condrey, Michael Waters in the top 10. Then Paul Lubno fights back for a 14 in the 11th position. Joe Britt, the 55 and 12th. The 6 of Sean Scavell in 13th. Billy Newman, the 54 14th. And Jack Robinson only completes 2 laps, and he finishes 15th. They got some work to do in that 3 car, and they'll get it done and get him back out here to compete again in the future for the Grand Stock Division. Well, Chuck Hall is waiting for the arrival of Mark Claire, who wins his 2nd race of 2012 at Langley Speedway. Final race of the night, the KeysVacation.com Modifieds for 25 laps. Coming up next, here's Chuck.
Thank you very much. The 7 car, 2 wins 2012. They had to fight to get it back in the Dale Lemons victory lane, but they did just that. That car reminds me of the Batmobile, really does. That's a pretty cool color scheme they've got there. But Mark Claire will bring it back to victory lane in a moment or so as he takes his Alan Kowicki lap. By the way, I think Reverend Potter thought Jimmy Johnson was going to win the race tomorrow night. Did you say Jimmy Johnson? I want to thank all those who helped support the fan club and for everything they do. So Mark Claire will bring it here to victory lane, win number 2, 2012 in the 7 car. Been a couple weeks, ladies and gentlemen. Here he is, Mark Claire in the 7 car. He's getting out. He's doing good. Got them Oakley shoes on, man. Hot day today. Hot race tonight. He'll enjoy his cool, refreshing Aquafina water. And you put it back and you'll get another feature winner sticker for the 7 car. You've been wanting that.
Man, we've been having some bad luck, just breaking and just things happening, man. It was a hot day today, man. I appreciate all these fans coming out and coming out and putting up with this heat, man. I mean, it was hot today. I got a lot of people to thank. I want to start off with my cousin Johnny. It's his birthday. Happy birthday, Johnny. Marty and Barbara Strickland, happy anniversary. My son will be 25 tomorrow. I want to thank Marty Strickland Race Engines, Betts Automotive, and I want to thank Big Belly Barbecue because they feed my crew every week. And I'll tell you what, they got some good barbecue. Y'all want some sandwiches, y'all go back to get some. That's right. I just want to thank everybody on my crew and all the people for supporting me.
How important is this win now in the season? I mean, 10th in points, but the win is what it's all about. Winning that, putting it in Dale Lemons victory lane.
You know, every time I points race, things happen and things break. I ain't points racing no more. I come here to win every week if I can. That's what I want to do. And I'll do whatever I got to take to win.
That's a great division, Pepsi Grand Stocks. Another great win in the 7 car. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up. Mark Claire right here.